All right, we're now in Monaco. That's our van. We were dropped off here for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. We'll be here before we go to Monte Carlo. This is the church where Grace Kelly is buried, right next to where they were married. She was married with the Prince of Monaco. And there is Simone, and there is Glenda. Smile, Glenda. All right, got it. Beautiful. So we're gonna go in there. Let me just take a picture of this beautiful church. It's built fairly modern, I think in the 19th century. There's a tram that takes tourists around. We're gonna go in there now. So now we're walking in the streets of Monaco. There's Monte. Palace of the Grimaldi family. They ruled here since 13th century for over 700 years now. Well, going 800 years. It's beautiful. And there's a wonderful view of the city of Monaco from that side. We're heading over there. At 12 every day there's a change of guards in front of the palace. It's a very popular spot for people to come and watch the view of the entire city. It's a sculpture here. And some cannonballs and cannons showing the armory of Monaco. Right there, there's a bird landing right next to Simone, and she's not afraid to say. These birds apparently are very aggressive, these seagulls. So you can see all the yachts here. Gorgeous view with all the famous yachts and the cruise ships. All the smaller yachts are here. The bigger yachts on the cruise ships you saw is on the other harbor. This is the more smaller private harbor, but there are some helipads on those houses. We saw one take off a few minutes ago. See another private yacht coming. They come from all over, nearby Savona, even Genoa, Marseille, and even farther maybe with bigger yachts. You can cross the Mediterranean, like Barcelona even. Of course Nice nearby. Just beautiful.
Words from this song is written
Yellow
here. We are living in
submarine.
a yellow submarine.
Ah.
But once a day, I had a lady as a guest also, and she answered me, no, you are mistaken. I was in a museum of the Beatles in Liverpool. Drugs inspired them, not a submarine. And do you know that in Monaco there is a prison? It's a real prison with 6 rooms, 6 cellars. And it just enters to the prison nearby this parking place. And so it's just with a sea view. Yes, and mostly for the drunk people. Yes. Because here approximately 0 criminality. With 4,000 policemen, 500 cameras at every corner, and so it's very difficult to commit a crime. Yeah. And again, you can see the lovely view to the La Condamine district. You can see a swimming pool, Olympic swimming pool on the right side. Could you imagine that in the winter here, from December, we have an artificial ice skating rink instead of the swimming pool?
Wow.
Yes, and the swimming pool is for the sportsmen and for the public in the middle of the day. And of course, you can see the parking places for the private yachts. And here, some constructions they are remained from the Formula One, because the preparations takes place here 10 weeks before the competition, and it takes nearby 4 weeks also to move everything away. And this year we have electric cars Grand Prix, Grand Prix, and also rather impressive, but not so noisy. It's also fast, but not noisy. And pit stops, they're generally on the right side. And here is the track of Formula One. So yes, you can see the lines with the numbers. There are the positions for the cars. All positions with the numbers. 3 days of qualifications, 1 racing day. And of course they protect this area with the small barriers, with the small walls, and organize the cabins for the comments, sitting standing places for the guests. And you can see on the left side on this building is the shape of the Formula One track, the black line. Yes, it is so. And my dear guest, we are on the pole position, the first pole position. And flex down, we can go.
Alright, let's go.
But not so fast, because you have no helmets. Yes, it's prohibited to drive very fast with the passengers without helmets. On the left side is the Automotive Club of Monaco. And then the cars, they go up to pass nearby casino. From La Condamine district, they go to Monte Carlo. And here it is. And here is the Monte Carlo.
Oh yeah, this is.
And one lap, yes, and the one lap is 3 kilometers, 300 meters, nearby 2 miles. And do you know that during the competition you can rent a private balcony here? It costs between 2,000 till 3,500 euros per day. You need to do the reservation 1 year before.
1 year.
And here is a hospital of sport medicine. Next is a cardio surgery. And the restaurant on the left side, and again a bank and another one. And a small simple building is a theater of a Princess Grace. Theater.
There's a harder turn here.
We are on the track, and here on the left side is a famous casino. Have a look straight ahead. On the left is a Hotel Paris. Not long ago it was reconstructed, renovated, and new suites were opened here. One is named after Princess Grace. And I saw this suite, 500 square meters, and one night it's 22,000 euros. And the suite of a Prince Rainier, 900 square meters, per night 35,000 euros. So with a swimming pool, private swimming pool, you can enjoy. So I think it's not occupied yet. It was inaugurated by the royal family, by the kids of the Prince Rainier and the Princess Grace. The building straight ahead is a famous casino. You can see the green roof. It's an opera. This part, just in front of us, it's opera. The same building, but the left side of it, it's a famous casino. Entrance will be just around the corner on the left side. The first hall is free of charge. You can take a photos in the first nearby the entrance and gambling area. It's prohibited for photos and not free of charge. To enter the gambling area, you need to buy tickets, 17 euros, and you need to present the documents to proving that you are older than 18 years and not a minor. Besides, Hotel Paris on the opposite side will be Café Paris. Lovely area with a lot of cars and a beautiful gardens. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck. Because the first manager of casino was Mr. White. Due to him, casino became prosperous. And from this time we have a joke. You can put your money in casino on a black. You can put your money on a red. But anyway, the winner will be the white.
Okay, so we are in Monaco and by the famous Monte Carlo casino. And Simone is having ice cream here by the balcony next to the Riviera. Smile, Simone. Oh yeah, stay like that. And Glenda is having another ice cream with behind the cruise ship behind her. This beautiful view. Amazing day. That's the another of the harbors is a cruise ship dock there. Massive yacht.
Later, due to the money, due to the prosperity, they invited a new architect, Charles Garnier. He already constructed opera in Paris. He became so famous, fashionable, and of course, he was invited here and he worked here. And with another rather popular architect here, Mr. Detloff. And they created this lovely building with a lot of decorations at the opera house, and here it is at the same building for the casino. The two more attractive things are of course casino in 19th century and opera. Not so more, not so much. And in a hotel Paris, one night it cost 2,300 euros generally, just an average price. And one of the best restaurants with the 3 Michelin stars, Alain Ducasse restaurant is here. Yeah, Alain Ducasse. And here it is on the right side is a Café Paris. And of course, the both were named so Paris to attract more people, because Paris in 19th century, it was one of the most attractive city in the world. The tourism at this time for Monaco, it was one of the most important part of economy. And so nearby the entrance you can see the beautiful cars, because they both buildings, hotel and a casino, they are managed by the same joint stock company. It was formed in 19th century to manage the both. Hotel constructed just 2 years later after opening a casino in 1863, and a couple years later a hotel Paris was constructed here. And the later Café Paris. And so they are the cars of the guests of the casino or the guests of the hotel or restaurants. So. And of course, and here it is, we have a lot of beautiful cars after the Formula 1 Grand Prix, because in the best cars show it takes place also here.
Yeah.
You can see the best cars just directly on the streets.
Super cars here.
Louis Vuitton.
And okay, after passing the Camembert, the so-called Camembert, this roundabout, the track that goes down.
Yeah.
And here we have a Hotel Metropole, very good hotel as well. Shops, banks, and a small pizzeria, Tip Top, on the left side. It opens 24 hours. Tip Top, 24, yeah. Some galleries, and the shops, and a track.
Yeah, this corner is tough.
Yeah.
Is this the one?
This is in a Formula 1 track.
Wait, I remember this in the
Yes,
game.
GD Gran Turismo, right? Yeah. See, it turns there, it turns there.
Yeah,
and then you have
see?
that sharp corner over there, remember?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, remember this?
I crashed there.
Yeah, exactly. In the video game.
At the casino side,
The simulator.
and the Paramount Hotel.
You remember this
4,000
turning?
euros per
Right.
night.
Yeah,
The period of
right
the
there.
competition.
Yeah.
You get stuck
Normally
there,
between
yeah.
7,000
Yeah,
and
you see?
800,
And then you remember that
and
corner?
in the day
Oh,
of
and
a
I also
competition
Yeah,
also.
yep. You're gonna bump in there
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah.
It was a tiny car.
And then once you
And
make
here
this
it is,
corner,
have
you
a
go
look.
fast.
Behind the wall, at the construction of a new residential district. You
they're
saw on the
building
picture,
something.
yes? On the left side.
They're gonna change this.
We have the lovely, the pretty lovely but
see,
very small
what's this?
track that goes to the right. I
Yeah.
will return back just in a minute to the same corner, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, and here it is.
That's
And here it is. Behind this wall is a construction works. And here is a lovely but rather small Japanese garden. And Grace Kelly, especially, she invited the gardener to create this garden. It ought to be
Grace
with the
Kelly created
stones,
this
with a
garden.
small pool, with the golden fishes,
Wow.
with the tea house, everything as it ought to be. And the gardener from Japan created this corner. And the street is Avenue of Grace Kelly, and it's rather small but rather lovely.
But these apartments are
I
hotels.
hope you see a lot of Japanese gardens, and for you. And
man, look at
so
the
here it is.
statues,
Lovely
Statue.
place.
Beautiful.
Besides,
Look at
here
this.
it is a Grimaldi Forum. It's an exposition center, it's a concert hall and a conference center. And after this building, we have artificial beaches of Monaco, 400 meters length. Artificial beaches of Monaco. Yeah. And here it is, have a look at the small statue of a Grace Kelly, artificial beaches. At the end of the beaches, Monte Carlo Bay Hotel, and then end of the country. Yeah. So we return back. Yeah. To the track.
What's that?
That's some triangle. And that's a concert stage.
Oh,
And that's the Japanese
that's so
garden.
pretty.
And the Japanese garden is a public garden. And so
So anybody
here
can-
you can buy a new Ferrari or
Ferrari over there.
Wow.
Rolls Royce.
Oh, look, Aston Martin.
Yeah, just nothing special. Just
Yes,
my
because
gosh.
it is already second shop of Aston Martin here.
my goodness.
Nearby we have a shop of Bentley, Porsche,
Remember this part, it goes underground?
and we return
Under the-
back
under the castle.
again to the Grand Prix Road.
This turns.
Yes, and so and again the same point, and then
You turn and go fast.
so it's a famous tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the tunnel under Monte Carlo, remember?
Yes.
You
And
go
then
as
the Paramount Hotel.
yeah, and you go
Paramount
as
Hotel.
yep. You go as fast as you can, right? And then there's a sudden break that comes.
Yeah, I never
Yes,
got
the
that.
highest velocity is here. Yeah.
You have to like slow down.
And
at the
if
very
something
end.
happens on the competition, generally it happens here, which is.
Yeah, this is very tough because they come very fast. And remember, after this is where Iron Man was hit. Remember Iron Man's car?
Above us is a
Remember
hotel,
Iron Man's car
conference
was hit
center,
by-
and a concert hall.
Yeah, Iron Man. I mean, remember the second one?
No, I
At the
don't.
end
He
of
was
this
racing
tunnel on the
on
left
F1
side,
Monaco.
sir, it's a yacht
used
club
the
of
guy.
Monaco.
Shh.
The building looks like as a boat, and it was constructed directly on the water and fixed on place with the special anchors. So yacht club of Monaco.
Ah, these are the yachts.
Yacht club. And again, after the construction of a big dock, and here we have 700 parking places for the small yachts, and nearby
700
25 places for the big yachts. One day for the big yacht, it cost here 1,500 euros. And the Formula One track and it goes to the left and then to the right. So I just take the road nearby. You can admire.
That's gonna be my yacht.
So super yachts.
It's okay, Samuel. That's good.
Look at the. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm gonna be rich, so like, stop laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm just.
But are they
Your
happy?
confidence. Yeah.
Are they happy? Yeah.
And here it is that the remains of the sitting places straight ahead from the Formula One competition. They're not enough time just to move away everything, of course. And besides,
Haagen-Dazs.
under these
Look,
under
they're
these
still
sitting
taking
places,
things away.
they are not moved yet. Soon we're expecting a new museum
they're
of
wrapping
cars.
up.
It will be here. It is.
Yeah.
Underground parking place and a new museum of cars. And here you can see the protection small walls for the Formula One, and of course they put some blocks alongside to against the crash, and Olympic swimming pool for public as well.
This is a tough corner too.
And this corner generally is a corner for the nightclubs, discotheques, and so it's a rather busy place at the evening. And here it is, generally in the middle of June, very soon. Probably in July this year, we have an artificial arena for horse jumping competition. And they created a special arena with the sand, with the barriers, just for horse jumping. And so here it is at this
Yeah,
corner,
but it's
starts the
weekend,
second
it's
lap
like-
of a Formula One track. We've done one lap,
Yeah.
and so we are the first, we are the winners.
Yeah.
But for us, it's time to return back
Yeah,
to Nice.
that goes back there.